What's going on, guys? It's Elias. Thanks for tuning in today. I hope you enjoyed that little cold start this morning from the 335D. It's quite a good sounding car, this car. So today we're actually going to take the car over to the BMW dealership, and I haven't done that basically since I bought the car. I mean, I got the car, I got a carbon cleanup done for free at BMW right when I bought the car. This is, I don't know, 2012, 2013, quite a long time ago. And then I tuned it, I deleted it, and I haven't gone to the dealership since. The reason I'm going back to the dealership today, there's actually 3 things or 4 things I want them to take care of. And these are very important things if you own a 335D or an E90 3 Series, you're going to want to take care of by going to the dealership. Alright, so the 3 main issues that these E90 BMWs have, and it's all E90s from the 328i to the 335i, all the way up to 335D, and even some of the M3s have this issue. So the first issue is, one of the recalls is a risk of fire. So the first issue has to do with the blower motor, and the fact that condensation can get between the contacts of the blower motor and the resistor, and because of water and corrosion, it could actually cause some sparks, and when you have spark, you can have fire, and there have been BMWs that have gone up in flames due to this issue. Now, if you own an E90, you know that these blower motors on these E90s were just not done well. I don't know if they placed it wrong, because not only does that wiring go bad, but the blower motor itself goes bad. So I'm thinking about changing the blower motor myself, or at least cleaning it out myself. But since there's a recall out for the contact module, might as well have them do that first, and then I'll go in and fix the blower motor myself. The second one is pretty much a recall that's pretty much every manufacturer has been dealing with, and that's the airbag module. There's an airbag issue. This is affected by the Takata airbag issues that a lot of manufacturers have had. I mean, millions and millions and millions of airbags have had issues. So they go in and they replace, I don't know if they replace the airbag, but they probably replace the airbag, but they definitely redo the programming of the airbag, and I think they replaced the airbag as well. And it's just a safety issue at that point. It may not deploy properly, or if it deploys, it could have shrapnel shooting at you from the airbag. It's just not a good design. So they have to update that, they have to change that, and it's something extremely important to get that done. I've been putting it off for way too long. I remember when I first got the recall notice like 2.5 years ago, BMW didn't have the parts yet to fix it. So I kind of put it off, I forgot about it, and then I remember now, because I wanted to get everything done before I hit 120,000 miles. We'll get to that towards the end of the video. And then the third issue that these cars tend to have is another corrosion issue on the back, actually, where the battery tray is. It could have corrosion damage from one of the terminals. Now, I'm not sure exactly what this entails. I don't know if it's rust that inhibits the battery contact, and it could kill the car, and that is a safety issue. That is what the recall says. I don't know exactly what causes it, but since I'm going in to get the car done anyway, I might as well get that done as well. Now, there is actually a 4th issue that these BMWs have, and it's something really important, and it's actually it's not a recall notice. It is a technical service bulletin. I don't know exactly what BMW calls it. Honda calls them technical service bulletins, and that is if it's within the period that they cover, and for this specific item, it's covered for 10 years, 150,000 miles, and it's the FRM module. There's a module in the footwell that controls the lighting, the windows, all that good stuff in the car, and those tend to go bad. So unfortunately, you do have to get that changed out before 150,000 miles. I haven't had really that many issues with mine. I did have one time where my interior lights flickered and I couldn't use the directional light or my blinkers. Some of you might think that's a BMW design. You own a Beamer, you're not supposed to use your blinkers, right? Well, I'm one of those weird BMW drivers that actually does like to use their blinkers. So when an issue like that pops up, it is the FRM footwell module, and that does need to be changed. It is changed under warranty. So I wanted to cover one other thing. What if you've already changed out these items on your own time with your own money, with your own labor and parts, what happens? Well, you could actually submit to BMW some paperwork and you can get reimbursed for that labor. So it's super cool that BMW does that. I think it's a great job that BMW is doing that. So food for thought, if you've done that already, that's what you should do. You should get reimbursed for your work and for the parts. Now I'm a little bit worried because, as you know, this car is a tuned car. It's a tuned and deleted car. It's very fast, it's very fun. It's been tuned since 2013, or no, sorry, 2014. So I've had a tune on this thing for 5 years. It's done beautifully. So what I did was I went and bought an OBD2 cover that says "Do not reflash, contact customer," and that's super important to do if you have a tune on your car and you want to keep it, and you're going to get some recalls done on your BMW or any car that you own, really. You don't want them retuning your car. You don't want them deleting your flash, especially not mine. I really don't want them to delete my tune. The car will not run properly if they do that. So I put that on there. I'm going to talk to the service advisor, make sure that they don't retune the DDE, the engine management system. I don't want them to retune that at all. They are going to have to get in there and retune the FRM module. I may have them throw in a new battery, so they'll have to do that. I might have them do another fuel filter, because why not? They're there anyway. And they're doing a few other things to the car. So there's quite a few things that needs to be done, but I don't want them retuning my engine codes. So I put a little piece there that says "Do not reflash," and I'm telling the service advisor not to reflash. Now, are they going to follow my instructions? That's going to be interesting to see. I'm not sure if they will. I hope they do. If they don't, there is a contingency plan. I'm going to have to limp it home, because it will go into limp mode since I don't have any of the required systems that the stock computer needs to run. So I'll have to probably use the back roads, and it'll be a pain in the butt to get it home. And then I'll have to take my ECU out and send it over to Beamer Performance Center to get a new tune. I really don't want to do that. I hope it all works out, but we shall see. The other good thing about taking the BMW over to get warranty work done is that it's gonna be there for a couple of days, and so I get to drive a brand new BMW for a few days. Now, you guys know I put a ton of miles on my cars, so you know I'll be putting a ton of miles on whatever car they have. I'm gonna try to get something nice, and if something cool, I'll put it up on the channel. I'll do a little review on it. It'll be kind of interesting. Hopefully it all works out, and they agree to my terms of not reflashing the car, and I get to drop the car off today. If they don't agree to my terms, I'm gonna have to find a different BMW dealership, because I really don't want to deal with that reflash. I don't want to limp the car home, if at all possible. Alright guys, that pretty much wraps it up. I hope you enjoyed the video. There's a lot of different things I want to do to this car, but there's so many other things I got to do to my other cars, my Type R, my S2000, my Prelude. So there's a lot of work ahead of us in the coming few months. Spring is in the air. It's 35 degrees out right now, so it's still very cold. But spring is right around the corner, and I cannot wait. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time. Peace out.